there, it's Nia Wright from Vibrant and Healthy. This is the YouTube channel that helps you on your journey toward total well-being, spirit, mind, body, emotions, and finances. And today, I'm going to be talking particularly about emotions, and more specifically, how we can harness our negative emotions and use them for our benefit. But before we start, remember to click the subscribe button below so that any new videos that are published on this channel will show up on your subscriptions feed. Also, click the bell so that you can get notified whenever there is new content on my Vibrant and Healthy channel. Okay, now, let's get started. I want to share with you 3 things that you can do to harness your negative emotions and use them for your benefit. The reality is, emotions are God's gift to us. If we didn't have emotions, how would we feel love? How would we know the thrill of dancing to our favorite song and dancing like nobody is watching? How would we know laughter? How would we know joy? How would we know the contentment, the fulfillment of accomplishing a goal, or the contentment of doing something that actually just brings us peace? Emotions can be our friends or our foe. It just depends on how we use them. And far too many of us have been taught to ignore our emotions. We've been taught to suppress our emotions because that's a sign of strength if you don't let your emotions get next to you. But the reality is we need to feel our emotions. We need to know that the emotions are there to help us to be a catalyst for us and energy for us and propel us in the direction that we want to go, right? So far too many of us have been encouraged to suppress our emotions, but don't do it. Because when you suppress your emotions, you bottle up that emotion, you have that emotion pent up within you, do you know what happens? Research has shown us that pent up emotions actually can have us to behave negatively and aggressively. Not only that, but it impairs our physical health as well. You know, the pent-up emotion can actually cause heart disease, irritable bowel syndrome, hypertension, all kinds of GI upset. And it actually can decrease your immune system so that you're not even able to fight off infection. So don't pin up your emotions. Emotions are there to help us. And I know it feels daunting to say, feel your emotions, especially if you're one of those people who have been taught to suppress them. And God forbid that you should actually express them. However, feeling and embracing your emotions really does help us. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. It's true because it's about me. And I remember when I was going through a divorce. It was a god-awful time. It was awful. I felt terrible. I felt so unworthy. How could this man, the emotions are still there, can you tell? But how can this man who I poured my everything into just shun me, just push me aside? Because he had a chick on the side and he preferred her over me. I was devastated. I was mortified. I felt awful. I felt so unworthy and devalued and unimportant. You know what I did? I actually laid down in my bed, crossed my arms, you know, like you do when you're in a coffin, and closed my eyes and said, okay, God, I cannot do this. Just take me now. Just take me now. I really wanted to die. And so I crossed my arms and I said, just take me now. And I laid there quietly. And then I heard boom, 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 boom. it was the sound of my own heart beating. And I realized I'm alive. I'm alive, daggone it. I'm alive. And I deserve to live. Now, probably if I hadn't had that experience, I would have embraced the depression like a garment. And it would have suffocated me because I wasn't really dealing with it. It would have sapped all the energy out of me and probably would have taken my life. But what I decided at that moment is I'm alive and I'm going to do something about this. I really don't know what. And I had friends who would come over and they would try to cheer me up. But the reality is I couldn't fake smile. I couldn't fake smile. And I couldn't fake laugh either. I didn't want to. And I told them, I got to feel what I'm feeling. I got to acknowledge this pain. I've got to admit that I feel lost. I feel empty. I feel afraid. I don't know what to do. I gotta take this energy, this negative feeling, and cut it out. Like a cancer, like a doctor would when he cuts out or she cuts out the cancer and you get to the healthy tissue. I needed to feel what I was feeling so that I could heal. And that's what I decided to do. And you know what I realized? I realized that the sadness that I felt meant I'm a loving person. I'm a caring person. And if I didn't love deeply and care strongly, then I wouldn't be so sad. And you know what the anger taught me? It taught me to fight. I'm a fighter. And daggone it, you know what? You're not going to treat me just any kind of way. And I learned to stand up for myself and my kids. You're not going to devalue my kids either. And I learned that I am a fighter. But the hardest one was fear. Fear. I was afraid. I was afraid of losing my house. I was afraid of how I'm going to raise these children by myself. I was afraid of, oh my God, where am I going to get positive role models? I was afraid. I was afraid and I didn't know what to do. And you know what I learned? It's okay not to know. It's okay to be afraid. Just don't sit there in it. Figure out what to do and use that energy to push you forward. And that's what I did. Now, I am not going to lie and tell you that it was easy because it was not easy at all. I had to face that fear. And mind you, it didn't happen overnight. It was not a quick fix. I shed millions of tears and I had sleepless nights as well, you know, but what it taught me was that I'm stronger than I thought I was. I really am stronger than what I thought I was. And I'm a person who perseveres. Oh yeah, there's a lot I learned that I could do. And I learned that I'm not a survivor, I'm a thriver. Okay, I think I just made up a word, thriver. But you see what I mean? I could use that energy, that negative energy, and rise above it. I didn't do it alone though. Oh no, I had help. What I had to do was figure out what avenue, what mechanism I could use that would help me. So I encourage you, if you need help managing your emotions, get the help that you need. Talk to your friends. Reach out to your pastor or your clergy. Join a support group. I did, and it was really, really helpful. Do what you need to do. Get a professional help from a counselor or a therapist. Do what you need to do to make yourself strong. And you may have to try different things, because I did that too, until I found something that really worked for me. So there's no cookie cutter answer, but you just have to keep trying and feel what you're feeling and use that energy to help yourself. Now, let's go through the 3 things again. 1, feel what you're feeling. Don't stuff it. don't ignore it. Feel it. Name it. 2, once you feel it, acknowledge what you're feeling so that you can know what you're up against. And 3, get the help that you need. Those are the things that are important. Get the help that you need. Okay, now turn those emotions into your friends and let those emotions be the wind beneath your wings. Remember to click the button to subscribe and click that notification bell so that anytime that there's another video, you will get notified immediately. I'm here for you. This is Nia Wright from Vibrant and Healthy, helping you on your journey to total well-being. Spirit, mind, emotions, body, and finances. So until next time, God bless. Ciao for now.